As a property management professional and closer, are you asking these stupid questions that you don't even know are costing you money and leases? First question, how can I help you? Where have you heard this before? We hear "how can I help you" thousands of times throughout our life. Whenever we're shopping, somebody comes up to us and says, "How can I help you?" And your conditioned response is, "I'm good, I'm just looking." You push that person away. Why, as a property management professional, do you keep using lines that you know will automatically trigger a response of, "Hey, I don't want anything to do with this"? Today, I'm going to give you a whole bunch of these type of questions, and I want you to ask yourself, am I using these types of questions without even knowing it? And yes, they are costing you a lot of money. I'm Matt Easton, the founder of Leasing University, the #1 training platform to help property management professionals get more leases. Here's the next question. Do you have a minute? Why do you want just a minute? No one has ever leased an apartment in a minute. It's a dumb thing to ask. What it says to your prospect is that your time is not valuable and that what you have to say as a leasing professional is not valuable to them. You and I both know that you're going to need more than a minute to lease them an apartment. And you're going to need more than a minute to work with a current resident on renewing their lease. So what it says when you ask, "Hey, you got a minute?" you're basically starting the conversation by lying to them. And that's not good. Next question, am I catching you at a bad time? So you're following up with a prospect, or maybe you're calling a current resident about renewing their lease. And the first thing you say is, "Am I catching you at a bad time?" "Well, yeah, Matt, you're catching me at a bad time." You are setting yourself up for failure when you ask questions like this. How could you not want this apartment? "Hey, I don't want the apartment." When you ask questions like this, you're pushing them. You cannot push your prospects. When I do Leasing University live training, one of the most common things that leasing agents and property managers tell me is they don't want to be pushy. When you ask questions like, "How could you not want this apartment?" it's the definition of being pushy, and it's costing you leases and it's costing you money. You are literally pushing great prospects away from leasing the apartment. Your prospects must come to their own conclusions. "This apartment will transform my life. This apartment will improve my situation. This apartment has everything that I need." Remember, when you say something, it means something. But when your prospect says something, "This is the right apartment for me," it means everything. You cannot push your prospects into making a decision on that apartment. If you are asking questions like this, it means you have not properly qualified your prospects up front and you have not discovered what their wants and needs are. Next question. Do you want some time to think about it? Yes, yes, I want some time to think about it, and I'm not going to lease from you. Delay kills leases. Your prospect only has 3 options, and thinking about it, delaying and not making a decision is not one of them. Listen, I want you guys to comment below. I will give $500 to anyone that can leave a 4th option that your renter has. Your renter only has 3 options, and here's what they are. They can lease the apartment from you. They can go to a competitor, or they can be homeless. By default, if they take their time and think about it, they're going to end up homeless. Remember that. It is your duty to help that prospect make this decision. And by asking them, "Hey, do you need some time to think about it?" you're not helping them one bit. Next question, would you like some brochures to take home with you? This implies that you're not going to get the lease right here, right now, today. It also implies, when you say to take home with you, it also implies that their home is somewhere else. not here. Never offer anything to take home with you when you're speaking with your prospects. If you're going to give them materials to take home with them, simply give them the materials, but don't give it to them early. You have to have the assumption that they're going to lease from you today. Now, if your prospect asks you, hey, can I grab some brochures? Can I grab some information to take home with me? Your answer is absolutely. But you don't have those brochures on you. Even if they're in your desk, which is right next to you, have them in another place. And I want you to say, absolutely, let me grab them for you. And I want you to go over, grab the brochures, come back and say, hey, you know what? As I was grabbing these or as I was printing these, you know, it really got me thinking. If we had answered all your questions and the apartment was everything that you needed, I wouldn't be grabbing you brochures. You and I would be figuring out what day and time is best for you to move in. What haven't I answered for you? What questions do you still have? What information can I give you right now? That's how you handle when they ask for brochures. Can I send you an email? Hey, if you can't close a prospect when they're right there in front of you, toe to toe, face to face, and you can't close a prospect on the phone, what makes you think you're gonna lease them an apartment by sending them emails? Emails are for sending them information, following up, and most importantly, sending them links to lease agreements, not selling the apartment. You're never gonna lease somebody an apartment by emailing them. Keep your conversations personal, keep them on the phone, or even better, keep them face to face right there at the community. Here is the dumbest question of all time. Are you looking to sign a lease today? No, I'm not looking to sign a lease today. Get off my back. Remember this. People love to buy. They hate being sold to. Forget the pressure, forget being pushy. Help that renter make their own decision. And when you ask questions like, are you gonna sign a lease today? You're triggering a response that's defensive. No, absolutely not. You're being so pushy and you're literally pushing good renters away. Instead, say things like, does it make sense? Or where do we go from here? And your renter's gonna say, let's do it. Let's move forward. Let's get this done. And you say, congratulations, you've made a great decision. Now, those are a few of the stupid questions. If you want to know how to ask intelligent, smart questions during the leasing process, click the link above to Leasing University. I'm going to teach you how to ask the right questions with the right tonalities. Closing is nothing more than asking the right prospects, the right questions at the right time. At Leasing University, we teach you how to close 7 times more leases. I encourage you, please check out Leasing University. And if you work in this industry, consider subscribing to this channel. It's all about you. It's all about helping you get more leases. I look forward to seeing you over at Leasing University. And until the next video, my name's Matt Easton. I'm your friend in Leasing in Life. I want you to be great, and I want you to get those leases.